Hey everybody, welcome to Spare Change edition of Stacking Pennies. Watkins Glen, second race of the playoffs. Watkins Glen has been the site of many memorable finishes, many memorable crashes. I feel like there's an undisputed champion of finishes at Watkins Glen. And that's when Bobby Labonte oils the entire track down, and we have a Brad Keselowski, Marcus Ambrose absolute slugfest. Kyle Busch through the first corner of the S's. We all can agree, though, let's go ahead and roll that tape. Let's just into one last lap. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, so the track is completely oiled down, so everybody's just missing it.
Yep.
A lot of speed variation.
Brad Keselowski barely inside of the 18. Tink! Oh, here it is. Mano y mano. Bradley Keselowski and Marcus Ambrose. Locking the right front tire up into the bus stop, sliding through the bus stop sideways, through the grass. The 2 gets loose through the carousel here, way up the hill. The 9 rolls it. What? Big drive off.
Oh.
And then, boom! Watch out.
Wow,
here we go.
Race.
What's going to happen? Brad tucks in tight. A little bit of left front fender rub. Tink, tink. Up the hill, off the 9 goes.
He could have killed him, and he didn't.
Yep, he did not. Gives him the bottom. The 2 gets up in the loose stuff, runs him up sideways, bouncing off each other.
What a race.
The 37-year-old from Tasmania, Australia, gets the win.
It was the years where it went from
I don't know if it was 37
to sprint.
Yeah.
And I think it was sprint that year, and his crew chief goes, "You are a NASCAR Nextel Cup winner." It's like, damn it. I was going for radioactive. It didn't work. But nonetheless.
Did you ever have one of
That
those
is not
Nextel?
my takeaway from that race. It is awesome. I did.
Which one did you have? The yellow one?
I don't know.
We got some swamp donkey outside right now.
I do know it was a cool one, though. I had it for a little bit.
I had a.
Everybody in the junkyard
had the
had 'em.
dark. I had the dark red one.
Yeah, did it have an 8? Did it have an 8 on it?
No, Brandon McReynolds had the
Dale
Jr. Nextel phone. Yeah, for sure.
I didn't.
That was peak NASCAR. We're trying to just get it back there one day at a time. Watkins Glen, though, is just a staple on the schedule.
Dude,
Everybody wants to win Glen. It's fun. It's like I would call that an intermediate style road course. And when I say that, I mean it's fast, it's edgy, it's dirty air really affects your car there as well. It's statistically the hardest track on the schedule to pass at. But NASCAR made some attempts to try to get the cars back onto the actual surface of the race. I've been one of these guys that have been saying, hey, how about we race on the actual racing surface as opposed to 100 yards off of where we're supposed to be, off of turn 1 runoff, off of the carousel runoff, because
so what are they going to do?
They put those rumble strips, not the rumble strips, but like the cutouts, like the left side of the track at LA, like the asphalt kind of dips like they're on the side of the road.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to deter the cars, but it's going to at least make it uncomfortable and hopefully not as advantageous to go out there.
Where are they?
Like, there's the red and white curbs, then there's about 6 feet, and then there's going to be the ripples.
Oh.
So I hope that with the lower minimum speeds in turn 1, as well as the carousel forcing you to have to stay on the actual surface of the racetrack, it's going to create some more passing.
What about
right
that
now,
last corner?
It's damn near impossible to pass.
What about that last left-hander?
You don't really run that far over to the right anyways, because then that really messes your entry up into 12. So they didn't put anything over there, but I think they put some stuff off the carousel as well as off turn 1.
You know what else you can put over there?
What?
Grass.
I agree.
But the reason that we don't put grass there is because of Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy Johansson in turn 1?
Stuff like that is why. Oh, here it is. Oh, we got keyed up.
Oh, man. Oh, my goodness.
So that was grass then?
Yeah.
Well, they probably paved it for a reason, I'd say.
Yeah. So somebody, I think the 2-car did that. Xfinity car did that in a test, like a month and a half ago.
Here?
Yeah. Had the pedal go to the floor, and Jesse Love augured one in there, hit the tire they put tire packs and then the guardrail. Did the same thing. So One of the largest crashes. I mean, that sent a styrofoam block sailing.
Pre-Hans device, too.
Oh, yeah. That thing, the helmet definitely stopped his ass. The steering wheel did. So, large shot.
It's on fire.
Good thing for Jimmy. People remember him by 7 championships post that crash. That was really what he was known for prior to his Cup Series career getting going. And then JPM, guys, is back. Very excited about this.
Juan Pablo Montoya. He's won there before. He absolutely.
Bogota, Colombia.
Man, I don't know. I don't want to say something too.
Give us a hot take.
Too hot here.
Give me a hot take.
He punked Kevin Harvick down turn 1, bro.
He kind of did.
Not many people have punked Kevin Harvick, and JPM did.
He grabbed the front of his helmet and sunned him kind of. I wouldn't mess with him.
No, but hey, if you don't spin him out this week, I don't want to see Juan
get
Pablo
beat by
Montoya kicking your ass. I don't have to get in the middle of that.
Rumor has it he was, after about 45 minutes in the simulator, running as fast as Tyler Reddick was.
No way.
Yeah.
I mean, he is world class, bro. He's won F1 races.
I believe he's 50
IndyCar
years old
races.
now.
Aged like a fine wine.
We'll see. Where do you think he runs? Over, under? I think I set the over, under at 17th.
Oh, over.
You think so?
Yeah.
We saw Kimi Räikkönen still race only a couple years removed from his F1 career come in, and he was, a 15th to 20th place guy?
What about where? So this track being
with also 23 or Trackhouse, they had a substantially better road course package than everybody else at that time. I think everybody else is kind of caught up, and the gap has closed in. I think JPM could run 18th to 22nd.
That'd be over 17th.
Yep.
So you're taking the over 2.
He
could run. I mean, if he runs top 10 off strategy and speed, maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The next gen car is hard to predict. Here's one. How does SVG do here? He's in the Cup car this week. Is this a place that suits him better?
Last
because,
year when we went to Indy,
I feel like Marcus, as an Australian V8 supercar guy, did better at Watkins Glen generally than he did at Sonoma. Now, those were the only 2 sample sizes back then, but Watkins Glen's like hammer down, and I don't know, if you're looking for just raw speed, I think Shane's got it.
Clearly. I think Shane can run top 5.
Think you win?
It's a Trackhouse car with a 16 on it this weekend, so that thing will be solid.
They're going to have to keep him in it on pit road. This is going to be a hard week for pit stops. They could possibly, now there's a lot of discrepancies in tire fall off. First it was 5 seconds, then it was 4 seconds.
Yeah, I've heard it's going to be a
2
7-second fall off after 10 laps. It'll probably be 3 seconds, 3-4 seconds, which is substantial. That's a lot of tire fall off.
It's substantial if everybody starts pitting, but if you don't, you know when the cautions are coming out.
Right.
These are stages.
Right.
And you can fuel window. At the end of the day, if you know when your cautions are coming out, fuel window is going to trump tire fall off.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to get stage points if you're a playoff car. So it's not as straightforward as it always is. Or maybe it's more straightforward for some people than it would be. But
I think it's more straightforward. You put tires on it. If there's a yellow, track position is still going to be important, I believe. It's one of the hardest tracks to pass in the schedule, like I said.
Well,
so
if that's the case, if there's a yellow and you're running 20th, if you're
for sure
Juan Pablo,
yeah,
right, and you're running 18th to 20th.
Yeah, there's a caution.
The caution
comes
comes out and everybody's going to pit. You're going to stay.
For sure.
Or vice versa. You're going to do the opposite of what people do around you and hope you're not the last one that didn't pit.
That's right. So. It'll be exciting. I think SVG, as we all know, can get her done. Where did he run? About 8th, 7th or 8th at Indy last year. I don't think he did Watkins Glen, but he's a dude and a dog.
Yeah.
We need to get him back in here. We haven't seen him in a couple weeks. My man's bought a house, got him a full-time Cup Series ride. Now he's too big for us.
Yeah, well, he's also I think he's the playoff points leader for Xfinity too.
3 dubs.
So we'll see We got a lot to talk about with SVG. We got to get him back in here.
We do.
See, hey, he might be another Cup winner after this weekend.
Might be.
So I'm excited to get there. Like I said, though, it's going to be a very challenging race. It's downhill. Pit stops are potentially going to mean more. It's backwards pit stops. So you see guys coming from the front to the back to the front, guys rolling tires that usually don't. So there's a lot of potential to lose the race on pit road. It's going to be hard to win it there, but like we say, this is a place, too, with the pit boxes are really wide. They're uneven. You see a lot of gas cans get drug here. It's a wild place, and it's a place where the race looks like it's going to be going one way. One ill-timed caution or a penalty can change the whole complexion of the race. So, I don't know. It's one that I don't love having it be a playoff race. But I'm happy that we have a buffer going into here of 45 points to start.
It'll be exciting.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to find out just as soon as we do because it's on 3 p.m. on USA. I got a little bit of bone to pick. Why are our first two playoff races on USA in between Judge Judy and SVU? Why are we not on network?
I don't know.
I don't know either. That's way
I tried to watch an NFL game, and it was on
Peacock.
So, I don't. It's just
the
world's just changing on the way we consume stuff.
Yes, it is.
If you want to watch it, you'll find it.
That's it. Tune on to USA. We'll be there. 3 p.m. on Sunday. Watkins Glen. Or just on, I don't know, Sirius XM Channel 90, or wherever else you want to listen, or the NASCAR app. You can ride along with me, too, on the little in-car camera and listen to our radio. I feel good about it. I think we can go run. It is great. I think we can go run, top 15. Qualified 10th there last year, get some speed.
During commercial breaks, you can go play a game of Drafty Car.
You can.
Also electric.
I'm 1 for 1 in that game, guys. It's I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. Check out Drafty Car. We don't get paid for the endorsement of that game, but
we're going to try to.
It's pretty fun. My heart rate went up like 20 beats playing that game, so good luck in Drafty Car. And thank you for tuning in for Stacking Pennies each and every week, and have a great day. Goodbye.